My name's Rhapsody, welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods. I've been doing a little thinking about our blessing situation here. In particular, if I have Reptilian Hunger, maybe I don't need full skillful adaptation. It helps us get to maximum golds much faster, yes? But maybe that blessing slot could be better used for something like whenever you defeat a champion, the gold you carry is doubled. So after I finish the first champion, I should have enough gold to kind of float for the rest of the run. At least that's the hope. Two stats and all the rest are treasure rooms? In this run? Ooh, it's more likely than you think, apparently. Let's go. It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good run. We're gonna be using the first boss to try and kind of gear up a little bit. Let's actually also have a quick look at what is after the first boss. Oh, weapon in the second space and stats in the first. Okay, never mind. This is a very, very good map for us. As long as I can execute my greed very effectively, this has all the makings to be the strongest runs yet. Especially if we end up finding... Excuse me. Okay. Especially if we end up managing to find relics that will increase our damage per 1,000 gold carried. So we've not really considered those relics much before. But this run, they might be all of my damage. Like, who needs a 4th level weapon if your 2nd level weapon does, you know, extremely easy, consistent lethal? Okay. Plus 33% all healing effects. I mean, it is the weakest version of the Chalice of Vigor that we could get, but it's fine. I'm not going to the question mark over there. Yes, it might be a treasure room, but it could also be a haven. And with my luck, it's gonna be a haven. Alright. I gotta quickly make sure that I get all the... Whew! Gotta make sure that I get the Death Wife to hit this first. Thank you. Then I'll change this so that I can kill you with the Makana. Perfect. And we're almost up to the maximum modifier on this as well. Yeah, I think we don't need both the Stance Dance and Reptilian Hunger. As much as I like the idea of having both of them, it does just seem to be two ways of accomplishing very similar things. If I had a 4th blessing slot, I might take it back again. It's just a little too limited. Woo! So we're... Oh, excuse me. Just short on getting the kill with our standard combo against normal enemies right now. But, I was about to say, if we got any points of dex here, that was going to fix that. That said, we at least still got Sishal's favor, so we still do have the extra gold find, which is very, very important for us. Please, no curse that just ruins all my gold stuff. That's Bloodlust, isn't it? No, it's not. Maximum stamina is reduced by 1, but killing an enemy with a weapon restores 2 stamina points instead of 1. Greed kills also restore an extra stamina for us right now. We need to get rid of this curse, but I'm gonna have to play pretty carefully while I have it. And I worry that despite knowing that that's what I have to do, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna have all the intention in the world to do it this way, but then I'm just gonna trip over at the final hurdle, you know? Gotta love the 20 on that kill modifier over there. Right, so I have to use a Deadeye to open that. Didn't love that, but ultimately it worked out pretty well. Oh, okay, good roll, good roll. I bailed at the right time rather than overcommitting to that. Alright. How many rooms are we right now? Man, I'd love the idea of possibly getting to the first boss without having taken any damage to any enemies and keeping the counter alive the entire time. No! Instant oh, you got me. Well, we got a lot of gold out of it, but still, we didn't get to sit at 20 as long as I'd liked. Frankly, amongst all of the particle effect for the fire on all of the 3 enemies, I just didn't see that I was about to be attacked. I should have played that more safely, though. There's no reason that I should have been trying to kill 3 enemies at the same time there. That was just asking for that kind of thing to have happened to me. Alright. What do you got, Deadeye? %, when an enemy is killed by the environment. Yeah, I don't think that's really impactful enough for me to really change too much about how I play. But if I can bait you, the Deathwife over here, maybe I'll try and get you killed by the Jaguar statue. Nope. It would have taken too long. I would have lost my greed kills. I mean, we're almost halfway back up to where they were before, so it doesn't feel impossible to get back to this place. Definitely. Did the Headless Guardian just trip over? What happened? He got back down on the ground? Weirdly there, as soon as I tried to exit? Finishes weaken enemies. Nice to see it. It's also good to actually finally have a two-handed weapon. Gives us a lot more combat kind of maneuvers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Stand at the right distance, and yeah, easy finisher. The finishes on this spear weakening enemies are really, really quite good. Keep slapping them just a little bit. As long as I keep the right distance this whole time, the plus 200% and also out of combat greed modifiers for us are going to be enough. Finishers deal critical damage. Yeah. Nope. Get denied. Not a huge fan of how well the Blood Priest just kept that enemy alive the entire time. Almost. I just need this Blood Priest down. Oh my god. What is with the game being so mean about that? Everyone on the map leapt to the defense of that one Blood Priest. Okay. And then bait them across here. to go interact with that right before it disappears. Yep. Very effective. No! Come on! It wasn't even the champion who did it! As soon as I get to a 20, I lose it all. I mean, that's still pretty good getting there, but... Ugh. This one down here wasn't important, was it? No, in fact, we already traded... Alright, let's go get our final stats. Or at least final stats for this floor. Take just a little extra gold by going through those. Still have to wait for the fire to disappear here, sadly, though. Okay, definitely don't have a heavy enough weapon, but thankfully the Jaguar statues are here, so we will be able to open up the exit. Perfect. Gonna get every little scrap of gold because we're about to double all of it. Yeah, I mean, 12k gold this early is still something. It doesn't have to be 50k gold. It can be 12. We can be fine with 12. This is me convincing myself, because anytime I lose value in a game, I'm like, oh, I mean, why even play the game anymore? I lost value. I'm not going to get 100% flawless through this entire area. Why even try? Or at least I can find that I can get stuck in that mindset. You got for us? -10 to the gold offering cost. That could actually be pretty useful. 250 max health and 10% damage. And we also pick up another curse right before this champion. Which does mean I get to choose between these two to remove. Shadow Flame is some braziers, now burn with the Dark Flame and can't be lit. Cool, don't actually care about that at all. Still gonna remove the other one. One, two, three. Okay, okay. As soon as we get the Jaguars down, this is actually like a very, very kind of clean fight now. As long as I make sure to actually save stamina for these attacks. I really didn't think I needed to be saving stamina right there. Oops. Oh, gosh. This weapon's still just, like, significantly better damage output. Almost, almost. It's just significantly better damage output than other things I could be doing right now. Especially because I'm incentivized already to hit at the exact right distance to be critting. It's just I can almost never use the finisher to weaken this enemy. Simply because if I try and get 3 attacks in, I'm too often leaving myself very, very open to just a counter-strike with a ranged attack there. Although I know you won't use another ranged attack at this point. Okay. Come on. The thing is, I can only have a chance of getting the weapon drop from this enemy if there's no Jaguars on the field, so I had to continue killing them. Just in case I get the weapon and it happens to be the best drop. Hey, we got the weapon and it might be the best drop. +6 dex is very big. Plus 45% damage in darkness. Definitely over a torturing there. 100% extra base damage, 100% damage taken, finishes throw the spear. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, we start here and then we cut straight to the right. We would like a better main hand weapon. Also, I would like a shield for extra parrying animations, but at the moment I'll settle. Yeah, this weapon is, I would very much enjoy getting a relic that is, you know, plus 6% damage per point, or rather per 1,000 gold you're holding. Because I already max out those relics. Those relics can stack up to 10 times. So that would just be a straight up 60% extra damage for us right now. Especially if you put that on something that had already got a multiple. Oh, hello, first one. It's only 2%. So this one is only 20% overall extra damage for us. But it's also on a weapon that has a plus 100% to its base damage. Like, we've got so... If you stack enough damage on the weapon, it doesn't matter anymore. You can kill an enemy that has 500 health with a 500 damage attack, or you can kill an enemy that has 500 health with a 1,000 damage attack. They're still dead. Okay. I'd like relics also that are like +1 level to your two-handed weapon, or +1 level to cursed weapons, because this is a cursed weapon technically as well. That'd be mad chill. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk trying to run away from you there. In fact, I think parrying might actually be the safer option for me. Finish the deal critical damage, extra point per point of dex. Chance to burn enemies as well. I think I might reroll here once. And then another time. What Arcana? Critical damage. Burning enemies. I just really don't like any of those weapons. I don't want to overroll right now. What is it? Am I just not accepting of any weapons? I don't... Someone put it this way in a very recent video where I asked the same kind of question. In fact, I think it was the last video in this series. Come on! Thought that was a good roll. Apparently it wasn't. The second one, I'll just finish out this room. Dang. But I tend to look for things that are ultimately synergistic, things that work with everything that I have. And if they fail any of their conditionals, I tend to look at them and go, this is garbage. And I think that's because I don't have like a good, accurate evaluation of the base value of each weapon in the game yet. So I think a lot of my evaluation of the weapons is heavily contingent upon what bonuses it seems to be offering at the time. Which I guess is effectively the idea behind that is that in a vacuum, this isn't like the thought of concept behind that, but it is ultimately the effect of that being my my strategy, is that I'm effectively treating every weapon as though it is equally viable in the scenario, in pretty much every scenario, in fact. Which obviously doesn't make sense to do. But it is the kind of thing that I'm falling back on here while I'm yet to gain enough knowledge about each of the individual weapons that I kind of know situations where I want one specifically. Alright. Extra poison attacks? Yeah, plus 15% to poison attack. I don't think that's enough. Ooh, perfect dodges restore 1 more stamina. No, but we definitely want a 6%. Plus 100% to all healing effects, and it's 7 dex. Yeah, I can't just hard roll past that. Gosh, we really, really, really need to go. Like, that left path over there looks really good. Because I need relics next floor. I just need to... need to see relics. I did not think that one was going to connect. And I'm kind of confused about which of those did. There we go. 2, 3, 2, 3 on the throw. Great. Perfect. And for the weapon, ooh, poison attacks plus 20 if the base weapon is a claw. I don't have a claw, but it's also plus 30 to elite champions and bosses, and another plus 30 while in darkness. I rerolled once and I actually don't like these as much. Fine. I think we're fine against the second boss. Is there any reason we wouldn't be? Should I be making some sort of a different evaluation? One sec. Of that fight based on the fact that I am kind of locked into using my two-handed weapon? Just gonna turn that into a shotgun a little bit to clear those out. I don't know. That's another thing. Like, I don't know which enemies against which I want certain weapons. These are all the things that I need to start thinking of so that I can actually start getting a good read on these kinds of considerations. But they're also things that will just come over time having more experience in the game. Okay. 2, 3. Just gonna through both those. And now we are safe. I'll take the 250 myself and plus 25% gold fine, thank you. Alright, champ. We are taking 100% extra damage. That is spooky. I will admit that much. It has the spooks. I'll tell you what happened is I realized that when I fight this enemy, I'm always really up close and personal. And the other spear is not going to be capable of critting in that scenario. No, too early. That's my bad. 1, 2, 3. Is this even viable? I mean, I guess it does stagger the enemy. Maybe that is what makes it viable, actually. One, 2. 312 damage. Okay, yeah. That was a lot more viable up close and personal than I thought it was going to be. Don't want those additional enemies anymore, thank you. There's my shield. Extra damage in my mind with a claw. It's fine. Provides passive illumination. I don't like that because I do extra damage in darkness, but I might end up changing that relic, who knows, right? I'm gonna take the Haven early. I have to use the Haven half as often as I otherwise would if I didn't have the Ring of Vigor, the Chalice of Vigor, sorry. Okay. Come on, damage modify me. Dark Mysteries. The curse is right. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I am gonna get another curse before the boss, but hopefully it has a kind of obvious, immediate impact, rather than something I'll get surprised by in the boss fight. Good fight. Love an easily controlled room like that. That's... I am so pleased that that room was absolutely trivial, because that room can be a nightmare. Just when your damage is low and you have to go for the champion Blood Priest first. Oh, it's like pulling teeth. That was bad. That was an overcommit. That was just an overcommit through and through on my part. Yeah. Yep. Does my shield some good as well? And we'll see. Greed Kill restores 1% of max health. Yeah, too late for that, unfortunately. Wait, I have no What happened to all my divine favors? I swear I didn't reroll that many times. I rerolled in 2 different weapon shops. I think I might have rerolled twice in one of the weapons. Okay, I guess. Oops. That sucks. I'm using a shield instead of a dagger now. Actually, each greed kill restores 2% of our max health. Suddenly looks good again. We have a couple flaws left. 2% of our max health is, you know, 40 right now. Hey. Nope. There we go. You love a simple room like this. Unfortunately, I had to reposition myself a heck of a lot there to get that to work. Ah! As soon as I went that far in the corner, I was like, uh-oh. No! I could have sworn I rolled. At this point, I just got to keep the green kills going so that I can live. No, it's going to be way too slow for the boss fight. Extra damage against the least champions boss. But the claws will crit the enemy because I'll be attacking them from behind. That is to say, the enemy being the enemy, you know, the enemy I'm talking, the end of run, the enemy, you know, the boss at the end of the run, that enemy. Gonna be trying to attack him a lot from behind because we're gonna be rolling forward through a lot of attacks. Rude Jaguar right there, unfortunately. Ooh, plus 20 of the main weapons to shield, and it has extra points on dex. And it deals critical damage against burning enemies, which is actually interesting. That will be impactful in the champ fight. I might actually swap here, especially with the extra scaling per point of dex. Seems like that could be pretty relevant. I mean, this is just 10 points of dex here, right? If I take this, it's just 10 points of dex. Let's do it. Bunch of extra damage scaling. It's 20% for all of our weapons, and then it's also an extra 10% for the weapon that scales specifically with dex, rather than scaling just naturally with dex. Again, I really didn't think that one was going to be able to reach me, but... Whoops. There we go. If I had a your criticals heal you, I would be, I'm pretty sure, unkillable right now. Like 95% certain I would be unkillable. I would be what is dead, and therefore I may not die. Thump. I don't like this positioning, but I'll deal with it if I have to. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Okay. Gold offering costs lower for nice. Not enough dex, I think, to justify picking that up, especially because the gold offering costs don't really matter to me at this point. Okay. So if nothing else, I think I have found one of my new favorite ways to play. Stacking up a bunch of gold and then just no longer caring about the price in shops. I like that. Extra max health and damage there. Gotta make sure that I keep getting all these greed kills so that I can actually be reasonably healed up before we get to the boss. Okay, that's probably just this side. If I had to guess, there's more enemies over here. Good thing I didn't have to guess, because I would have been wrong. Yeah, we are going to find our final curse as we enter the boss fight. And it's not going to be told to us what it is. I guess I just hope it's not as mean as it could be. Don't take away another point of stamina from me. Definitely don't give me visions of madness, because I will just take a bunch of damage because of it, and I will probably lose because of it as well. Oh. You got to appreciate the smoothness of that clear right there. And the enemies kind of punk themselves. Alright, stay at the right distance. And 1, 2. I was thinking it was going to be a 3 there, but apparently the enemy wasn't going to be standing up to that much punishment. And we're done. Boss fight time. 45 dex. We are taking twice as much damage. And no idea what this curse is. It is not divine favors. Oh, okay. No information. Just gotta go in. Two, three. The enemy is now burning. I'm gonna swap to my... what? Swap to my weapon that's constantly critting at the moment. Oh, only just got out of there in time. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, that was a forehand and then a backhand after that. Oh, come on, come on. 1. Okay, so, wait. There was a comment that was talking about the front-handers and the backhanders. And I think I finally had it click in my head. I do not like that attack. The fact that the enemy has... No! No! Stay there. Heck away from me. 2, 3. No! How? What was the... I didn't want to waste rolls. I wanted to have the ability to respond with a hit. Well done, Dark Avatar of the Jaguar. So, I think I can now differentiate the 2-strike from the 1-strike. That was a huge problem we were having before. The 1-strike is a backhander initially. The 2-strike is an, I guess, forehander and then backhander afterwards. The 3-strike, after the enemy starts getting enraged, don't know how to spot that yet. And I also don't know exactly how much it curves. It seems like it didn't track me that much that time. Unfortunately, getting hit by a straight 3-strike and then a bomb afterwards, 2 of the most powerful attacks this enemy has, and having 100% extra damage taken, and the fact that over the course of the entire run, I didn't manage to find you can take no more than 10% of your max health as damage. All of that worked together to kind of doom me there. Alright. I still feel pretty damn good about the run. It is a proof of concept of a completely different way of playing. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content to the game, past, present, and future. If you do like the videos, please click like as well. It does help me get my content out to new people, and it helps grow the channel. It makes me smile on the inside and outside. A smile on both the inside and outside. The smile is connected. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.